So you might be wondering, what are some of so every single person out there probably owns some sort of device, and within these devices they have batteries. Now iPhones are one of the most popular types of, devices out there in my personal opinion, and I've experienced lots of battery degradation over the years. And I just want to kind of share some of the problems that I've had and some of the things I've done to basically, worsen my battery life and my battery health. The first thing is wireless charging. I know it's kind of debated, but if you're continuously putting your phone and your iPhone in very hot conditions, usually that's not a good thing for your battery. And one of the most important things I would recommend every single person to do is, if you have the ability of doing so, making sure your iPhone is not sitting on a wireless charger every single night. If you're planning on keeping your iPhone for a year, then it doesn't matter. But if you're planning on keeping your iPhone for many, many years, if you're able to go ahead and buy a really good wireless charger that does not overheat, or get some sort of charger that maybe is more plug-in rather than, a wireless charger, those wireless chargers heat up my phones like crazy. And that's just kind of the first thing I'd recommend doing, is to go through, just pretty much not allow your phone to just sit in really hot conditions, including on a wireless charger. But it also includes not putting your phone in super cold conditions either. That's another thing that a lot of people may end up doing. Super cold or super hot conditions can end up causing a lot of problems for your device. So that might be another thing to kind of think about here too. So just kind of keep that in mind. Now, another thing that's kind of recommended is to go ahead and just make sure your iPhone is not, you're just not charging it throughout the day, and you're kind of letting it go through and charge from basically like the max it can. So maybe 80% that you're allowing it to, or 90%, and then all the way down to as close to 0% as you can, and then charging it back up. That is kind of what most people recommend. They kind of recommend it either keeping it between 20 and 80%, or like a 90 and 20%, something along those lines. That way you're not charging it from like 100% down to like 60%, then charging it back up to 100%, and then charging it down to 50%, and then to 100%, like over and over and over again. That's gonna increase your cycle count a lot, like in your phone. On top of that, they recommend not using any sort of cheap iPhone chargers. So if you can use the actual, certified, like an MFI certified type of charger, that's another very important thing. What can happen there is that you can go through and basically experience a lot of type of degradation for your phone, and even the components within your phone, if you're using cheap random chargers from like all over the place. So make sure you have, the capability of getting some MFI certified chargers, or some really good quality ones. Those are other really important things to keep in mind here too. And they also recommend to not even use fast chargers all that much. So if you're using a fast wireless charger or a fast charger built inside of your phone, if you're charging it overnight, there's not a really big reason to use a fast charger. So you can use a standard type of, slower type of charger. That way it's not pounding your battery with a bunch of this charge at one time. So in terms of that, those are kind of the worst iPhone battery mistakes that you're probably making, that you probably want to avoid. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.